Good morning, you guys. I am just sitting here cozied up from my quiet time. I was able to have a nice morning, made breakfast, did my Bible study, and I went and did a grocery pickup this morning. Today feels like a very, very busy day, and here's the bad thing. I don't know if you have ever felt this way, but I feel like I have so much to do that I have like zero motivation. Which is a really bad combination. Anyways, let me explain. So I mentioned this on our podcast episode on Sister Sip that I'm going to be hosting a girls brunch. We've had this planned for like over a month, I think. So I want to make like a cute, fun brunch to have for the young adult ladies from our church. It was just kind of a fun idea to get to know some people better and to kind of host something fun in my home. But another thing is that we have a visiting minister that has been speaking at our church this week, and he's actually from Keegan's area, so we decided to host his family for lunch tomorrow. So we have brunch and lunch, and the only reason why I am doing both of these things is because I did not plan very well. I forgot to put one of them in my calendar, and all of a sudden I realized, wait, I booked myself to host two things back to back in one day. It's gonna be okay, it's gonna be fun. I definitely want to do both things, but I kind of had a moment of feeling a little bit overwhelmed. But kind of my goal today is to make things as easy and not overwhelming as possible. So I'm going to try to do a lot of food prep, cleaning up, getting things together. I've kind of made myself a list of everything I want to do. Basically, I just want to really focus on the purpose of having people into my home. I was kind of giving this over to the Lord as I was doing my quiet time. I was praying about it, and I was just like, I feel kind of like overwhelmed, and I'm looking around at my house, and it's easy for me to be like, it's just not put together enough, and there's just all these things that I want to change, and it's almost like I could put off having people over because my house isn't like perfect or how I would like it to be. But I was just really trying to give it over to the Lord, and it's like, I've been given this home, and it really is such a blessing. I love my house, and there might be a few things out of place, a few bare areas that just need furniture, and that's okay. I really want people to be able to come into my home and just feel the spirit and have good fellowship. Anyways, that's just my big ramble of kind of what's been going through my head. So I just really want the purpose of my hosting tomorrow just to feel the Holy Spirit here and to be able to encourage and uplift each other and get to know some people better that I don't know very well. So that's kind of where I'm at. Here's my big long intro to what this video is. So today I'm going to be focusing on a lot of food prep, and I'm hoping I can get around to doing some like house cleaning and getting things kind of set up. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to not put too much pressure on myself in that area because this is a home that's lived in, and it is what it is. That's not what hosting is about. We're not here to show off our pretty clean homes. Okay, first things first, I'm starting with what I think could be the most time consuming, which is some baked mac and cheese. For the minister that's coming over, we're doing burgers and I'm doing mac and cheese as a side. I am using the recipe out of Hope's Table. I will link this cookbook down below because like this one, another one that I'm going to show you later, and like Magnolia maybe, are some of my favorites. And if you don't have them and you like to cook, especially when there's like really pretty pictures, I think you should get them. They have really good recipes. Anyways, I'm gonna be doing this baked mac and cheese. How good does that look? I've never tried it, so I am excited to see how it turns out. But I have to grate like 2 cups of cheese, and I decided to try out the cheese grater extension on my KitchenAid food processor. I feel like I don't know why I haven't done it sooner. It's just normally a small amount, so I can easily just grate it myself, and I don't have to like assemble this. But if this works good for me, that's gonna be a game changer. So I'm just kind of doing a mix of some different cheeses. I have some Colby Jack that I need to use up, some white cheddar. I might add some regular Jack. We'll see how much we need to use. Okay, first try. It didn't do that great. I'm sure I did something wrong here, but it just kind of crumbled the cheese. As you can kind of see at the bottom, it's just like chunks. I'm not sure what I did wrong here. Wait, oh my word. I think I know what I did wrong. Ugh. I think I put the blade on upside down. Duh. Okay, take two. Okay, I still think maybe I'm doing something wrong. Like, it's doing the job, and it's fine for mac and cheese, I guess. But I don't even know how to show you. I don't know, it just kind of turned into this, like, clumpy cheese, which will work for mac and cheese, but it did not shred very nicely at all. If you use yours all the time, I know people use it, so I am sure that I'm doing it wrong. I'm sure of it, but I think I'm just gonna hand grade the rest. But it did do part of it for me. It's just a little clumpy, but let me know what I'm doing wrong, because I think that this would be super handy if I could get it to work right. Okay, it's all cooked and everything, but I want to give it like a little taste test to see if the flavors are there. That's pretty good. Yum. I want to eat a whole bowl full, but I need to put it away. I'm just gonna put it in the fridge and bake it tomorrow. Yeah, Next thing on my agenda, getting all of my dishes cleaned up, or at least running a dishwasher load. I feel like that's gonna help me to not get like overwhelmed. It's just like cleaning up my dishes as I go. I don't always do a good job of this. I just like do one thing after another, and then I leave my dishes till the last thing. And just having a kitchen full of clutter when you need to be spending time in it is just, it can feel a little chaotic. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I like parted my hair differently, and I normally part it in the middle. And I keep like looking in the viewfinder and I'm like, who's that? I'm not sure if I like it or not. I just feel like it looks different. I used to do my hair like this all the time. It's crazy that the way you part your hair can change your look so much. I don't know. Maybe it's just me because it's my own face and hair and other people don't even notice, but I don't know if I like it. All right, I just got done cutting, trimming my green beans. I kind of want to dry them up a little bit. I don't want them to get super soggy, but I just wanted to have these prepped ahead of time since that's honestly so time consuming. I love fresh green beans. Honestly, one of my favorite foods, one of my favorite parts about summer, but they are such a pain to snap. I am just like, it takes me so long. Maybe I'm just slow. I don't know, but it's like a whole process, but it will be worth it. Hopefully this is enough. We'll see. Okay, the other thing that I did is fried some bacon. I have this pan and this little one. I need bacon for the burgers that I'm making tomorrow. I want to put bacon on them. And also I'm making little egg bites for breakfast for my ladies' brunch. So I'm gonna crumble up some bacon for that. And then I'll have some bacon grease to add to the green beans. Rest in peace to my orchid. It lasted me a good little while, but eventually gave up the ghost. As you can see, I feel like my sunroom has just kind of went a little downhill lately. For one, my plants that were in here all died, so I kind of need to refill it with some house plants. It was extremely dirty. I feel like it's been kind of just that like mud room type where it's just you go right in there after you are outside and it just collects a lot of dirt, doesn't get cleaned very much. I feel like it has so much potential and there's so much that I want to do with it and I just haven't gotten around to it, but I just want to at least give it a good cleaning up because I think I might serve my food in here or at least kind of like set up my drinks, like my coffee and tea. I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, I wasn't able to end up doing the burgers today because I didn't have enough bacon. I need to thaw more. Long story short, I'm gonna try to do that tomorrow. So I feel like I still have a lot to do tomorrow, but we actually have a church thing going on tonight, so we are going to be gone for the evening, so I think I'm going to like cut off my work here. I feel like today wasn't actually as busy as I thought. It was actually pretty chill and I got a decent amount done, but I don't know. I feel like I probably could have got more done. Anyways, I'm probably going to be waking up bright and early tomorrow morning to start on my breakfast, clean up more. We're going to need to set up the table out here. Oh, I feel like it's kind of a mess in our outdoor area, so it's probably gonna be pretty early for us. Good morning. You hear some sizzling. That's the bacon that just came out of the oven. It's my like second batch of bacon that we're gonna use for the burgers this afternoon. Keegan, bless his heart, he is so helpful. He was up bright and early making, I think these are like, they're some sort of chocolate chip bars, but they're like different, like blondie. I forget what he calls them, but they're kind of like his special signature thing. That really helped me out because then I can have this for dessert this afternoon. I didn't have to worry about that. This morning, I need to get started on making our egg bites and smoothie bowls. Ooh, I probably should set up the table first. Yeah, I'm gonna set out the table, maybe clean up the backyard area where the table's gonna go and kind of get that set up while Keegan's still here. He can help me take the table out. Alright, we are going to have to end up putting like an extra card table outside because we need to be able to fit 10 and our table can't, which I'm really bummed about because it's just not going to be as aesthetically pleasing. But again, I'm kind of like, as much as I really like things to be cute, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not what it's about. And I can still try to make it cute as is. Next up, I need to make the egg bites. We have about an hour and a half till people are coming. So it's really crunch time. We are down to about 15 minutes or so till people start coming. Keegan is helping me out by loading up the dishes. So great. But I need to next make a like smoothie bowl. I'm doing a little bit of yogurt to make it like a frozen yogurt and putting them in like little parfait things. So we need to move quickly. The brunch ended up being so much fun, and so much so that I forgot to film hardly any of it. It ended up being a little chillier in the morning, so after eating, we set out a blanket and moved into the sunshine to chat a little bit. Afterwards, we got started on lunch, and Keegan stepped in and helped me so much. I have to say that he makes hosting a breeze. He got to work making burgers and cutting up watermelon, and then we served that with mac and cheese, green beans, and cookie bars. And once again, I forgot to film much of it, but yeah, overall this hosting day was a success. Yes, I was pretty exhausted by the end of it, but it was so worth it, and we really had so much fun. I found it to be such a joy to bring others into my home.